Okay, so here we are in the control room, or as I sometimes call it, the napping room on that amazing couch over there. But I'm going to show you some of the gear that we use and some of the stuff we have going on in here. Again, going back to the whole beginning of this record was about tones and warmth and such. So, like over here, some of the amps that we use. This beautiful 65 bass one that we got from a friend of mine, Joey Sykes, who's actually a warm audio guy as well. This handled all the clean stuff on the record beautifully. Clean guitar, even ran the mandolin, the Mandocaster through this thing. Friedman, just a good all-around amp. Was used heavily on it. We did use a selection of Marshalls here. This is the 68 JMP, belongs to Dave Friedman of Friedman, as does this 59 Marshall 100 watt down here. We use this Killer Vox. This is from somewhere around the 60s era. It's got a top boost in it. We have it patched into the guitar cabinet in the other room. We use that for some chimey stuff, and then this very tasty 70s high watt that has a mod that was done to it by Peter of Ampy. Everything runs through. You talk about a brilliant piece of gear. This thing right here. All these amps run into this this unit, as well as the cabinets and everything, which is great because we can have a guitar player sitting here and just playing, and I can just sit here and move around, switch amps in the course of their playing until we get in the vicinity of what we want, and then we dial stuff in. So some of the warm audio gear, not some, all the warm audio gear. So I've got a few things. Got the EQ down here, which was really going in. I don't tend to EQ a lot going in. It just kind of slightly shape the sound. More cutting, than anything, than boosting going in. So that helped with some of the acoustic guitar. Was great through this thing. Also used on the acoustic guitar, went through the WA-73. A lot of times with the EQ, sometimes we didn't use the EQ, but this tone button, I tell you, I tell people, I know what it does, but when people ask what's it do, and my response is it just does. It is magic on anything that's going through here. So the 73s were super powerful in this whole process. The Tone Beast, the TB12, again, a really cool unit. It's got options on it, the advanced kind of, if you will, version of a 312, which I actually have sitting here right next to it. But that was a winner in this record. And then over here we've got the WA-76 and the 2A. These were used in a ton of different ways. Sometimes I would take a track that was already in, take it out, run it through it, send it back in, give it a little bit of tone or a little bit of color in there. The 76 was great on the acoustic guitar. All right, so I have a session pulled up here for a song called Cactus Flower. This is one that it's one of my favorites on the record. It's got so much spatialness and stuff going on. So it's got an acoustic guitar part in it that is pretty special. Simple, but what we did on it was we took the warm audio, the 47, which is an amazing tube microphone. It sounds great on anything you put it on. Vocals, I've used it as a room mic for heavy guitar, but acoustic instruments, it's just special. And then we did an overhead mic with the 87. So we ran the mics through the the 73 pre's with the EQ in to really just to do a little bit of notching to make sure we didn't have too much of any certain kind of frequencies that would cause problems later on. Those were also ran through both the 76 and the 2A. So we have a little bit of different sound on, from the left versus right. And then when we tracked them, we did, John purposely played them slightly different to give them a little bit more of a separation in there. Now with the overhead mic, what we did was really buried that in with reverb, squashed it tight, and put just a big hall reverb on it. And the point was to have the rich, full acoustic sound up front, but then just have this thing going on in the back that's just kind of there filling space. So this is how it turned out. So you get the idea. It's just I use the word warm all the time, and it's so fitting for the name of the company. But it's rich, it's warm, it's got plenty of crispiness going on in there, and literally the reverb that is on that is all on the overhead 87 mic. That's it. So just a great sounding acoustic guitar, very well balanced. And then when you hear that in the mix in this section, sounds like this. Just very pretty sounding acoustic guitar filling it out. Now, what's going on underneath that? It's this thing right here. So, John, using his main Telecaster Goldie, we had it set just with a little bit of a grit type sound coming out of it, but he used a brass slide that he just slowly moved over the strings just to create this noise, I guess, if you will. Which then I applied some effects on it and so on, but ran it through the Tone Beast, the TV12, and really just squashed the heck out of it with the 76, and then put a little bit of delay on it. And the goal was to create this. We have such a pretty melody of harmonics and bends and stuff going on. We wanted to spook it up a little bit with this undertone, and this is what came out of that. Here, it just kind of moves around a little bit. It's inconsistent. There's some heavier string noise at certain times. And then the rest of it comes in. Without it, it's not the same. Comes in this beautiful fretless bass part played by Ian Ross. So anyway, that's that. And again, the bass on that ran through the 73. Now, where this song builds, the reference point that I used on this particular song was Hey You by Pink Floyd. And, in the sense of just how that song just kind of wraps you into what's going on. So when everything comes in here, the build, this is literally my favorite part of the song. Trailing delays. So, going on underneath that, we've got an ebow that is just coming and going. And then there's this beautiful blues riff. But just I don't know, it's a song that is, in a good way, I just want to listen to this thing and fall asleep. So that was the whole point of this song. And when you hear the master of this thing and how it's all put together, it's just incredible. The way things are surrounding it, it's got this warmth, it's got this vintage tone to it, and that's all courtesy of Warm Audio.